Really?
And that's
still
really,
news?
Yeah, that's the only news.
Fake news.
Yeah. There's something about them being sued or something. I'm not really sure.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, Shibheads, to episode 75 of Shootin the Shibby. We got a good show coming tonight. All about, we got El Camino, we got H2O, whatever Brian wants to bitch about today. I'm
Just
Spencer.
everything. I'm Brick.
And Brian is, once again, as in character, on the other side of the room. One day we'll get this intro correctly. Well, how are you, Brick?
You know, we're holding down the fort
I'm
over
sorry,
here.
I can't hear you over this intro, Brian. What?
I'm here too.
We also have LSA.
The live studio
showing
attendee.
here.
As
Hi.
a special guest, of course, which is why we name her last, so that everyone knows.
Last?
The most special one. Shut the fuck
I'm
up,
the
Steve.
last.
Shut the fuck up, Steve. Shut the fuck. Now,
Top
Steve,
of
keep
the
talking.
evening
How
to
are
you, lads.
Top of the evening to you, too. I think she's peaking a wee bit. Is that just me? Is that just my headphones?
Hello?
Okay, cool. Well, anyway, it should be a rootin' hootin' tootin' good evening. I do think...
I want to do a game that's called Play the Music Until Brian Gets Over Here. We don't have a 4-hour mix of this.
I think we should just do a game where I introduce Brian and we don't fucking talk until he walks over here and introduces himself. I don't care how dead the air is. We just wait. We just wait until he gets here.
Do we awkwardly look
Oh
at
no!
each other too?
Pour beer. Hey man, make yourself comfy.
You know, a beer pour is actually a good reason to
Are
be
those
late.
a good pair of sweatpants? You want to go maybe change to more comfy ones? I don't want you to feel uncomfortable here, man.
I actually do have comfier sweatpants.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're not speaking into the mic.
I do have comfier sweatpants.
Oh, well, dude, I mean, fucking, you can go do that if you want.
His mother and I have tried to get rid of them for like several years now.
Oh, please tell me about, do these comfy sweatpants walk on their own?
They have a paint stain down the ass. They're
Oh.
ripped up at
Oh,
the
paint
bottom.
stain.
Are you sure it's paint?
Were you-
Is it
were you-
brown
I'm
paint?
about to say that or...
It's white. He was wearing them backwards, I
You know,
think.
you should see a doctor for that.
Ryan, what do you do in your free time?
They fall off of them
Uh-oh.
because the elastic's shot on them. They're
I thought you were
terrible.
gonna say because Brian lost weight or something. Give him a compliment in there. guess we're not gonna stem for that one.
Well, I'm saving all my body shots for Brian for when we bring up his first topic because
I'm saving all my body shots for New Year's this year.
he teased
Hell
up something
yeah.
that was very triggering because there was an event I was looking forward to for a very long time, and he just took a big fat dump on it.
What event? Were
Yeah,
you looking
he
forward
took that
to?
dump in his old sweatpants.
Yeah, big white dump running down your leg.
It's a hostess dump.
It's El
cream
Camino.
filling.
It's El Camino, and I'm mad that you said that it's not that good.
Well, going around for the
You should turn your mic on.
I have not.
Has anyone seen
your
El
mic?
Camino besides Steve and I?
I have not. I mean, I know of the Pontiac El
Wait,
Camino.
is that what you saw on Friday?
Wait,
I thought I
Chevy
saw
El Camino?
Joker.
I just had a
Long-
brain fart.
No, I saw this on Saturday with Justin.
Long story short,
Chevy
El
El
Camino
Camino.
is the Breaking Bad movie that just came out that basically it takes the last episode of Breaking Bad and continues from there because there were a lot of cliffhangers. Surprise, surprise. And it
That
was
makes
amazing.
sense.
It was 2 hours of pure sex.
2 hours of nothing.
How? How is it nothing?
For the record,
didn't.
it
need
is
to-
indeed Chevy El Camino, not Pontiac. I was wrong.
And actually, the reason it's called that is because the car is an early.
A Ford
Figure?
Ranchero, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the car that Jesse. I mean, this is like a big fat spoiler section, so we might as well. I'm going to try to keep the spoilers light.
It's Breaking Bad. It's been out. It's happened years
Yeah, but-
ago. If you haven't seen
Okay,
Breaking
so
Bad at this point,
This
I'm
point,
sorry.
yeah, then isn't spoiler because he at the very last scene of Breaking Bad, you see Jesse driving away from his captivity, like in El Camino.
Nice.
So it's
Good choice.
pretty sweet.
Got a
But
small
the reason
block
it's
Chevy.
not pointless is because it was 2 hours of like what happened next, and it was everything that I wanted it to be and more.
It's something they easily just could have you know those movies where they're like it does like the Where Are They Now and it's just like just a little blurb and it's like this is where they went and what they did. That's all that movie could have been.
But it was way better than the blurb.
It easily could have been a
telling me-
blurb. Steven, nothing happened.
Okay, he broke into Todd's apartment to steal all the money. He shot
Okay.
a dude in the face. Like
Great.
there were a lot of tense moments, which I love the Albert Hitchcock horror where it's just tension, and there was a lot of that.
The tension's fine, but at the same time, it's just like it. I don't know. I feel like it just none of it was really needed. It didn't add anything to the story.
Generic tie-in question for the rest of the crew here. Let's say, all right, what's your favorite show that was currently canceled or recently canceled, Spencer? in
Oh,
LSA?
dude, I don't even know the last time I watched cable.
Well, just like any show that like you enjoyed that was on.
Titans.
Okay, so Teen
Teen
Titans.
Titans.
Okay, here's a perfect example. Let's say after all these years, they decide to make not a full season of Teen Titans, but a Netflix movie.
Like making
And
one
it's
episode
like
where they
two-
brought back a
Like
character.
Hey Arnold.
It's like it's a 2-hour movie, and it takes what was last seen on TV and takes the lore and shoves it a good 100 yards in the right direction. Would you want that, or would you want like a stupid little write-up blurb on a Wikipedia that's like, oh, when this is how
All
it
right,
happened?
but also here's the thing: the movie.
Let them finish. Let
No,
them
no, no, no,
answer.
no, 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 no. 'Cause
Let
you're not propping
today?
up the question.
I don't.
correctly.
I think I am
Spencer,
propping
how
up the
are you?
question perfectly.
No, because my issue with that movie is half of the movie was just like Jesse remembering shit he did with Meth Damon. And
It's like having
it's just like okay, but the thing is also the character who played Meth Damon,
Look at the levels.
the character who played Meth Damon got old and fat. So you're going back to where this character was, still relevant.
But it's still
and it's just
flashbacks.
like he looks nothing like he did before.
Okay, I think I
Suspended
actually can
disbelief.
contribute to this conversation because I have two examples of
Two,
like
not just one. She's got two.
follow up shows or movies.
So
Or
not
books
meth.
too. It could be a book.
Right. So looking at the show Once Upon a Time, they had a great solid first few seasons, and then they decided to bring it back with half the cast missing, and it was crap. Like it was just like the story was awful, and they were just looking for money. Whereas you look at like Hey Arnold, where it was
Same.
like a
Hey Arnold.
revival of the 90s, it was really cool.
Yeah, but also that move, like, here's also a big point I think we're missing. I have no issue with doing that. I just have an
But-
issue with that movie itself because it didn't do anything. The Hey Arnold movie, it's like it had its own identity.
And solved
This-
a question
yeah,
that was
and solved a question that was looming. This thing was just, I don't know,
meant
Jesse.
for money.
And also, the
Was
movie's
it meant
called
for money?
the movie's called El Camino.
A Breaking Bad story.
The El Camino's in it for 5 minutes.
It's
He
But it's
gives
ba-
it away.
It's based
He
off of,
gives
will you
it
let me fucking
away.
talk for 1 second? I opened my mouth 4 times to keep it goddamn going. The El Camino starts like that, according to the way it ended. The El Camino drove away, so that's the whole reason why it segued into the movie called El Camino. which is
I
also
know.
a great song by Jai the Cat.
I know, but I'm saying
Unrelated.
it's just weird that it's called El Camino, and like you're like, all right, it's symbolic
That
because
is
he drove
such-
away
What do you
in
want
this
to call
car.
it?
That's a-
Meth
and then-
2.0?
That's
No,
such a reach
no,
for a
but
reason
I'm
to
just-
hate something.
I'm just
the
saying
movie title sucked, so I hate
Oh
it.
my god, you're missing. Which you don't let me get to my main point. You keep bringing
Which
up
is-
other shit.
You won't
He
shut-
keeps saying that I haven't said anything about the movie yet.
I
Why
opened
do
my
you
mouth
hate it?
4 times, and every time I opened my mouth, I at one point I actually just went like that just to see if you would talk, and you kept going. And I even put my finger up, and you kept going. But
Well,
no.
I wanted to finish my thought. I can't stop it midway through.
What's the thought?
Why don't you just do your own podcast by yourself? Like you have a whole hour. What's your final thought? No, Brian. No, I took your moment. Moment returned. Moment
I'm in
returned.
tears. No, I want to hear it. Oh my god, I'm crying.
See, now we hyped it up, so now everyone is just itching to hear your thought. Oh no, it's someone get someone a little butt hurt. Do you want me to tickle your butthole a little?
Oh, we got to.
No, but the whole thing is Steve asked me a question, and then you're just like, well, you didn't let me cut you off midway, and now I can't get my point in, so fuck you. And I'm like, let me finish my fucking sentence.
Brandon and I LSA were staring at each other
Oh,
like.
thanks.
This is like an all-star dodge, by the way. You've taken 5 minutes of just
Okay.
filibustering.
Okay,
because you don't
no.
have a valid point.
No, here's
have a
my
very
valid
bright
point of this
future in
movie.
politics.
Absolutely nothing happens in that movie.
False!
It's 90% of the movie is flashbacks.
Can we do a plot
So-
diagram analysis here?
I don't know what that is, but the
Cool.
plot diagram.
I won't finish my thought because Spencer needs to finish his thing.
You're right, I do.
And the
Must
LSA
Okay
just
it
cut me
says
off, so
just
it's fine.
popping in
I'm
to
just
say
not
hi.
gonna say
10 out of 10
my
on the
reason.
mask.
That's why I
So,
haven't been able to
10
say
out
my
of 10
fucking
on the
points. I
mask.
keep
Hey,
getting
the
cut off
most
with it.
You don't get
Yes.
cut off at all. We're letting you speak, and you just keep going.
She just cut. Fuck this episode already. I hate it.
I love this episode. I'm just happy to be here with all of
like
you.
10 minutes in, and this
Hi,
is
the
gold.
most okayest.
Nothing
You're
happens
my
in the movie.
favorite.
It's all flashbacks. Spoiler alert: Jesse goes to fucking Alaska. Who gives a shit?
Me. I gives a shit because that's like a lot of plot that you just said that didn't do anything. I'm just
Because
saying.
that's the thing. The movie doesn't do anything.
Or you're missing out the cool ass part where he breaks into the apartment and the flashbacks set up the reason he's there in the first place. Otherwise, it'd be like, why is he in this stupid apartment banging around looking for money?
But then the whole-
it was Todd's apartment that he already
But
knows.
I wish they focused more on him doing shit
Did we say
after the show.
spoilers?
I mean, I wish that it was longer than 2 hours so they could have done more.
No, I'm saving you guys from watching that movie.
No, it is
It's pointless.
fantastic.
Pointless.
At
Justin
this
and I
point.
both agreed that movie was pointless.
Justin hating something? No.
Okay, we walked out of Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was
That's
over the
fair.
moon with this movie, and he's like, it wasn't that good. And I'm like, fuck you, pal. I love Justin, but his movie taste is so ridiculous.
Tell him. We'll get to his proposition in a minute.
Sup,
I just we need to
most
finish
okayest?
our conversation here.
Okay.
But it's. I
Wrong.
feel like they just like it. Really, the movie didn't have its own identity. I get that it's a follow up to what happened after the show, but like
Bestie.
it
Yeah.
just felt more
The
like an
most
episode
okayest
than a
that I
movie,
got, the
and it felt like a filler episode more than anything. I don't know because I mean I get it. It had its moments where like that's pretty cool. Like I like the part where he goes to talk to the vacuum guy.
Yeah, that was the most badass scene of all time.
That was a really good scene. I like that a lot. I liked him going into the warehouse with the other people. I like that scene.
That literally got me to jump off my couch.
Like
when
that,
they
like
had
that,
the shootout.
That scene was pretty good, but the rest of it is just him thinking back of him being in captivity, and I'm like, but you could have just done that shit in regular Breaking Bad. Let's focus on what's going on now.
Was there like a
instead of-
climax to it? Like
There was a huge climax.
like a.
There was a huge climax.
okay.
I mean, I guess.
Then I had to pause the movie.
Because you
That seems
climaxed?
pretty intense.
No, but the long story short is Jesse Pinkman escapes. Like, after all of that tension and all that bullshit, and he gets fucking hogtied by people pretending to be the cops. That was cool.
Spoilers.
This is all
We've
spoilers.
already reached into spoiler
This
territory
episode
here.
is just going to be called Spoilers.
Cool.
But
Don't say what it spoils. Just write spoilers. Let everyone else get disappointed when they
God.
hear it.
But it's,
so many things happened, and you're going to tell me with a straight face that
it's-
this movie sucks. Nothing happened.
I won't say the movie sucks, but it was not
kinda
great.
said
You
the
kinda
Did you
said
take
it.
anything away from it that you didn't have going into it?
The entire rest of the plot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I mean, like he does stuff and he eventually gets to where he needs to go, but I don't know. It just I felt like they went too far into the flashbacks. I didn't think they really needed so many parts of him talking to Meth Damon.
Do you think
His name's Todd, right?
His name is Todd, but
I've
I like
been calling
Meth
him
Damon.
Meth Damon like
Your
the entire
gripe
fucking
is
show.
Too many
because-
flashbacks.
Do you
Because
think?
It's like one of those. It's
Do you like
what we
Family
do-
Guy?
It's like what we do at the end of
Those are
every year.
segues.
What we do at the end of the year with Shooting the Shibby. You know, we have the flashbacks, all the great moments we had together.
Okay, but
Was it possible that it was giving you background information in case you hadn't watched the show? Like if
No,
you
it
were
was
like,
it was
no,
new background information.
You had to
Oh,
watch the
okay.
show to understand what the fuck was going on.
Oh, I don't know then. Because
You know
sometimes
that-
As a standalone movie, people would say that sucks because you have no idea why anything is happening. Everything
Well-
like there's a lot of characters where you see them and they'll be like, haha, remember me? And it's like, oh yeah, you were a thing in the show.
Let's get to the important part. Like, what year was the El Camino?
I have no idea.
Was it a small block Chevy? You hear that?
I want to say
I will say
80s.
they did say the name of the movie at one point because he gives them the keys to the car and he goes, I always wanted an El Camino.
Yeah, and that's how
I'm
you
like,
knew that.
Hey, he said the name.
Wow.
Bada
The
boopy.
cars in the movie.
Now that we've
then he-
established Brian's opinion is wrong, let's talk about what
Okay.
Spencer wants to talk about.
I
Hold on, Brian. Do you have a final thought to that? Or
Movie was not awful. It
was great.
I would out of 10. What's movie ratings out of 10 or out of 5? Is movies.
7 Shibby dicks
Well,
out of
it's-
10.
well, I know.
Rotten Tomatoes is percentage.
I was gonna say out of
so-
100.
Okay, so out of 100, I give that movie like a 65.
Can we do half percentages?
Wow.
I give it a 65.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
65. Really?
Yeah.
I'll say 75. I haven't seen it though.
I'd say that was pushing 90.
I'll give it a
Oh no.
Yes, absolutely.
People,
Yes.
All right. Side tangent really quick. People are way too generous with reviews. That was not a 90.
Vince Gilligan
Maybe
is
people
a-
know how to
a
enjoy
genius.
things.
No,
Could this be something
90,
we can make a
no.
poll on the Facebook?
Could we, please?
Maybe.
About how wrong you are?
Maybe.
On a scale of 1 to
All right,
100, how wrong is Brian on
our-
everything?
100.
Our lovely friends over
Absolutely.
from Full Slice want to give us a call because Kyle's a
Full
proposition.
slice. Okay. I was gonna say
so-
we can do that, and then afterwards,
Hold on, let me get you on the thing real quick.
plug them in. Plug them in.
You wanna plug 'em in?
I want to get Spencer's
headphones
opinion
on.
on whatever Spencer wants
It's
to talk about.
El Camino
Because Spencer's
El Camino's the name of the movie. Yeah. I mean, the acting was good.
on Netflix.
Aaron Paul was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
El
yeah.
Caminos are great.
All right.
All right.
should have.
We have Kyle from the Full Slice podcast on. You should be able to hear him through the headphones.
Yeah.
We should, but we don't.
Well,
Hello, Kyle.
it was working before.
It was working before.
Call us back.
Oof, oof, oof. Just hung up on him.
Can you turn down
It
my
was
headphones?
working
whichever one?
before.
Which one is yours?
I don't know.
Cool.
How about that?
That was good. Thanks.
It was that one. Just when in doubt, hit random knobs and buttons.
That's how you do it. That's
Great
how you
life
do
advice.
it. No, I was
Yeah,
just gonna
Kyle,
talk.
give us another call. There we go.
The follow-up to
I know.
Breaking Bad?
I knew it was wrong. I
Yeah,
knew it
It's
was
a
wrong.
follow-up to Breaking Bad.
What's
Yellow.
up, Kyle?
There we go. What's going on, guys?
What's up, fam?
Hey,
Hi.
buddy, how you doing?
Awesome. It's cool that you guys are talking about El Caminos because the last time they were cool is when Spencer's haircut was in style. I love that haircut.
I'm growing the mullet out.
Wow.
They're always in style.
I love it, dude. You look like Emilio Estevez in the Mighty Ducks. It's awesome.
I don't get it.
Ah, that's
It
fantastic.
was a Disney movie.
I
a
know what the
top-tier
Mighty-
Disney
I
movie.
don't think I've ever seen it. Wait. Oh, is that the head dude from
What?
Mighty Ducks? Is that the head
What?
lead?
What?
Will you
Please.
What?
Yeah.
stop screaming?
What?
Stop
What?
screaming!
Capital WH.
Why are you running?
You've
No.
never seen the Mighty Ducks?
That's the. Is that like the main dude who just? I don't remember the name. I don't know.
He was the coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't help, dude. I haven't seen that movie in probably like 20 years.
Can somebody unplug Spencer and plug him back in again?
Yeah, here I'll unplug my mic. Give
Can
him a
I-
wire, put it in my
hear that?
ass.
Give him a reboot real quick.
No, Brian. Yeah, Spencer, you're like,
Because I'm trying to recollect the Mighty Ducks while talking, and it's very difficult to do both things at the same time. Leave me alone.
Hey, I'm glad that this episode has more people. I mean, last episode was cool, but you guys weren't in it, and it was a 20-minute solo dissertation on UFOs.
Hey, man, that was a really well thought out 5-minute rant about UFOs. Thank you very much. And they are real. They're really
you talked
real.
for 20 minutes by yourself? That's
Yeah.
impressive. I'm going to go for 30 next time we need
Yeah,
to.
they are
Go for
real. There's one sitting on your couch.
Really?
You called Brian a UFO?
With I'm guessing he has either flip flops or plaid shorts on, one of the two.
I'm actually not wearing underpants. Thank you very much.
And he's not flying.
All right.
Is that me? Am I the UFO?
I mean, there's a griff ball on the table. That's like a UFO.
Like the band LFO.
Well,
Indeed.
LMFAO.
So you
very
said you had
true.
a proposition,
hey, listen,
sir.
I wanted you guys to give me some input as to what your favorite Halloween candy is. If you can only have 3 candies for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
That's what we're going to be talking about on the show tomorrow.
Reese's
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Reese's, Butterfingers, and Twix.
Oh, cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. Hershey's cookies and cream. That one.
Yingling, meth, and disappointment. Yum.
Yingling.
Those
nose candy?
those weed candies they keep saying that people are going to give your kids, but they never do.
Yeah, man.
I'm still waiting for my candies to have razor blades in them.
Yeah, same.
Every time I bite into an apple, it's like,
I posted
please.
that caption, and I said that there should be statues dedicated to citizens like that.
Exactly. Thank you for your service.
Watch out! Someone's going to give weed candies to your kid. Fucking who?
Dude, a
And where?
Snickers with
I
a
wanna
razor
know.
blade is just a spicy Snickers. It's delicious.
Hey, wasn't that in a Misfits song? The Misfits version of Halloween? They talk about candy apples with razor blades in them.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not aware, but that sounds like a very Misfits thing to say, being that their song "Last
Yeah,
Caress" is about raping mothers and
They're
murdering
warm,
children.
wholehearted
again?
lyrics.
Oh, I got something to
But are
say.
you
I
guys-
raped your mother today, but it doesn't matter much to me as long as she's dead. Yay!
That sounds like a very family-friendly verse.
Dude, it's a fantastic song.
Wow,
and it was
Shibby
1980.
Shack featured Glenn Danzig himself.
Oh, what's up? Oh, here, hold on. I'll do the hair. Oh, I just need
There
to
you go.
Let's go
get it
super
dark,
mop.
dark, and then get it to a
What do you guys do
point.
for
Yes,
Halloween?
the most
What
okay.
do you guys do for Halloween?
Drink and
What's your
celebrate
plan?
my disappointment.
There
We
we
have
go.
a
And
big
eat all the
party.
candy that the kids don't
I
come
am.
to get.
I'm Danzig.
I have work.
Are
and then I'm
Spencer's
going to a
headphones
party.
working? I said Halloween, not every day after work.
I'm not. You don't know me.
You don't know me, dope. No, yeah, that's
Nuh-uh.
good. You guys still trick or treat in your neighborhood?
We go to a party.
The last time I went trick-or-treating was in college, and the president gave us an apple.
Wow, he sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible. And then I realized, wow, I'm a grown-ass adult. Yeah, we got apples. So we threw them at the guy, and then we TP'd
Wow.
his house next year.
Did you really?
Fuck you, Mort!
You TP at the president's house? for
No,
Oh, dear.
but I wish we did. That would have
fun?
been
Oh, you were almost
Wow.
cool.
Fucking loser.
great. Well, we did shout, fuck
Guys,
you at him.
Did you partake in Mischief Night when you were little?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I never went out. In fact,
100%.
I would be the narc that was looking out my window waiting for people to come.
Wow, you're a loser.
Oh,
Spencer went out and soaped the windshield of every non-Eastern European vehicle.
Excuse
That's
me.
how they call
Back
it.
in the day, Spencer only cared about classic rock and muscle cars. He would hate modern Spencer in every kind of way. So jokes on you. Ha.
Did you almost get a "there's no replacement for displacement" tattoo?
If I knew how turbochargers worked back in the day, then maybe I would. It's actually really funny. There was a guy in my neighborhood that an old school Audi Quattro, for those that don't know, is pretty much the homologated version of a great rally car. And I used to wonder to myself why anyone would give a flying fuck about having that car. And here we are, the Volkswagen Audi guy. Really wishing I got to know that guy in the first place.
There you go.
He had an
Well,
Audi flag in his garage and everything. Like, he was a dedicated fan. And I
Well,
was
I like
just a
the Spencer
shitbag.
and your Emilio Estevez haircut.
Thank you, sir. I do it just for you. I do it just for Emilio Estevez and that Mighty Ducks thing that he did.
I can't believe that he's saying, Brian. I can't believe it. You gotta let him watch it.
I've seen Mighty Ducks. I was just like 12 when I saw it.
Yeah. Well,
I know it's
the other
about
thing,
hockey. And
What's that?
it's the hockey and the Ducks will fly
And the
again or
knuckle puck.
something.
And the Bash Bros?
Yeah, the
Keenan Thompson was in it.
the
It's
Mighty
Knucklepuck.
Ducks in the outfield. It's my favorite.
that's a good one.
The Mighty.
There's
Ducks
no crying in
outfield.
hockey.
Yes.
Oh, see, I actually was writing a movie. Here's not an impression, but I'll give you a movie I was writing. Instead of Angels in the Outfield, I was going to call it Devils in the Dugout.
Clever.
And
Is that it?
what
Oh.
they were going to do is there was a team of guys that were cheating. So the Devils were hanging out in the dugout, and the bus flips over on the turnpike, engulfs in flames, and the other team wins by default. It's a really heartfelt family tale.
I was actually thinking about doing a porno variant called Anal in the Outfield. There's a place in Manalapan Rec Center. The lights go out
Fuck
around
is
11.
going on?
Anal beads in the outfield.
Hey,
That's the
Tony
extended
Danza would do
DLC.
that.
That was a true story from college baseball. We found anal beads in Brooklyn,
Oh my.
in center field.
Ew.
Really?
I don't know
Anal-
what they do at NYU,
Oh
but
my
we
god,
don't
dude!
want to know.
Anal in the Outfield, based on a true story. Fantastic.
Wasn't that a John Fogerty song?
Uh,
Season, coach. I'm ready for gay today.
Yes, it's exactly how that one went.
They banned it from the radio because can't say that anymore.
What, you can't say outfield?
You can't say today.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Kyle,
I hope you guys have a good Halloween.
You
what are you
too.
going to go
got
as?
a show coming up.
What are you
on
going to be
Sunday.
this year?
I don't know. I think I want to be a combination of a Jedi and Eddie from the
Ed, and Eddie, yeah.
from the Christmas movie, my Christmas Vacation. And I want to be Uncle Jetty.
Uncle Jedi.
You could be Uncle
Yeah.
Jetty and then just dress
Nice.
up as like an ocean jetty. It's perfect. Just stack rocks
I
on
can
top
do
of
that.
you. Like, great. Everyone will get it.
Shout out
Yeah,
to Rex Thrasher in the chat. What's up?
What's going on, Rex?
What's up, Rex Thrasher? It's been a while.
That it has.
Well, Sunday we're gonna do a show, and we'll try to see maybe if we can give one of you guys a call. I know Sunday. What do you guys usually do Sundays?
Drink.
Masturbate.
I just went to talking to the beer. Drink and watch football. Drink and watch football.
What am I doing Sunday? I reset again.
I'm busy this Sunday, but most Sundays I'm
Drinking and watching football.
I'm hanging out with Jesus on Sunday. That's what I'm doing.
I'm nursing a hangover
Well,
out of a wedding on Saturday.
If you want to come by and do a show on Sunday, we'd like to have you.
Ooh. What am I doing Sunday?
Drinking and watching football.
Sunday morning. We're doing it all before. We don't. You know how big of a sports fan I am. I will not do a podcast over a football game.
I do
It's over
have a
by
thing.
football.
I do have a thing from 10 to 11 on Sunday. But either way, I'll text you with details. We'll figure it out.
If you want to do another
All right,
Sunday,
yeah, we'd like
I can fuck
get you
with
guys
that.
back in.
Absolutely, man.
We'll
But
have our people call your people.
in the meantime, sir, 'tis always a pleasure speaking.
Bye.
We'll catch
All
you
right,
around, my friend.
I got more hot sauce for you guys too. So have a good day.
Hell yeah. Hot sauce Sundays for Jesus. Let's go, dude. Fantastic. Kyle,
All right.
a pleasure talking
here-
to you as always.
One more before I go. I'd like to plug my charity event.
Oh, boy.
You can go to
Oh, goddamn
iTunes
charity.
and look up Full Slice Podcast and find out all about the charity that I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah?
We'll do it. We'll.
Are you gonna do your MXC impressions at the charity?
I'm working on another impression that's going to blow the roof off of that joint, Brian. Don't
Can we get
even,
a-
don't
I mean,
even think.
you set the bar real
I got
high with
one.
the first
Can
one.
we get a
so
sneak peek?
Why?
This is my newest impression will be James Brown after he heard his first recording in his own headphones.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow, look at that.
All right, guys. Take care.
Later, homie.
Later.
You have yourself a splendid evening. That was, of course, Kyle Sipe of the Full Slice
Can you
Podcast.
lock my phone?
They're
No, quick. Look at all the porn that he has.
I want to see. Oh, with no anal in the outfield.
We're working on it.
We are.
Anal in the outfield coming to
Twitch.
Twitch near you.
Wait.
A Pornhub near you. Subscribe on
if we
Shibby
send-
Shack on Patreon.
Subscribe to our Shibby Shack premium Snapchat for anal in the outfield.
Actually, can you unplug my phone so I can have it? I want to look on Twitch.
No.
Can you unplug anal in the outfield?
Donate to Rex's Big Brown Wallet Foundation. All proceeds go towards my internet bill.
Oh, Rex. Rex is going to be donor number 1 for anal in the outfield. He's going to be our first backer.
I
Put
think
it up
he's
on Kickstarter.
he's still the top donator for the Shibby Shack.
He'll always be the top donator in my heart.
So it means he's currently the top donator for anal in the outfield.
Which means that you get a free
my.
copy of Anal in the Outfield.
Signed copy.
Whoa, a
What's it
sign-
signed with? You don't want to know.
I hate this. I hate all of
BT
this.
Dubs,
So-
Rex, I love you and I miss you. Hit me up sometime, please. Thanks.
Is that a casting call for anal in the outfield?
Yeah. Honestly, if he wants to, I know you know where I live. I know where you live. What's up? How you
I
doing?
think I've made a mistake.
Take a sharp right turn.
I love that dude.
Indeed.
So,
Sorry, I'll make it a hard left.
I posted the poll on Facebook. It says, "Have you seen El Camino on Netflix yet?" It's a major debate tonight on the podcast. How would you rank the follow-up to Breaking Bad? React your rating, because Facebook only allows you to have 2 poll options. On
BK would be
pages.
angry reacting.
Yeah, so I did angry, sad, like, laughing, and love from like 1 to 5.
It's got to be
So-
love.
Yeah, dude, live, like, laugh, and love.
No
Rex,
spoilers.
thank
cool.
you. Okay.
Don't listen to the beginning of this episode.
Good thing you caught us here, Rex, because we spoiled the shit out of it earlier. We're not going to anymore, but in your opinion, let's just say it was a really well done 2-hour continuation of the lore. Would you like it?
You know, in your opinion, we're not trying to be biased here, but if the movie was really good, do you think you'd like it?
So he said, I'm going to go ahead and say Rex said yes. So I'm sorry, Brian, you're wrong.
In my head,
So far, we have one 4
I
out of
love
5.
Breaking Bad too. Breaking Bad was a great show. El
You said-
Camino
you said you
was,
love Breaking Bad.
was a very below average movie.
Okay, a fan of Breaking Bad and a fan of Better Call Saul, which I am.
I
As
have
is
not
Rex
seen.
Thrasher.
I have not seen Better Call Saul yet.
Well, that's a mistake.
No,
Almost a bigger mistake than you. Because your opinion is really bringing me
Excuse
down.
me, I was not a mistake. I was an attempt for a girl. Thank you very much.
Tomato. But it was really good.
I love breaking Rex Thrasher.
I like El Caminos.
McDickin.
Thank you, McDiggin. There's Glenn.
I really
That's
wish that we got
Glenn.
more Utes over here in the States because you had the El Camino, there's the Holden Maloo, there's the Ford Ranchero we got, which is pretty much the Ford Falcon with the back chopped off of
There's
it.
the Gabagool.
Indeed. The fake Italian word that doesn't exist in Italy. Fucking fight me.
You know what? I honestly
It's
wish
such a fun word.
I wish
say,
muscle cars were still a big thing because they are really, really hot.
Cars with
Ooh,
muscles.
you're gonna have to
Muscle cars
blame
are
the
really
you're gonna have to
hot.
blame the EPA for that one. Also,
do?
the oil embargo. Actually, really mostly the oil embargo. And then the '70s happened. Everything turned into brown brick shaped stuff. It was weird.
Brown bricks.
The edible panty apples.
My crap.
Brown bricks with my crap. I told you to shut up, but you wouldn't listen to me.
No, it's
Oh,
not even
look, a
brown.
free iPad.
Every single new car is like that generic commuter gray, like blob shape.
No, but it was
I
just
hate cars now.
Cars
Cars are
suck.
so boring.
well. Okay,
Cars are
so I mean,
ass.
a lot of reason why cars are boring is
Bring back
because
walking.
Ew, walking's for nerds. Also, Mick Dickens says, "I love breaking Rex Thrasher bad."
Thank you. I said
Breaking
that right.
bricks.
Well, no one listens to you, so I said
Brown
it
bricks.
again. Brown bricks. What is that from?
My crap.
It's from a.
So bad.
It's from the guy.
terrible.
The guy took it down because everyone just made fun of him for it.
to pull it up.
Oh no! It's like somebody re-put it up. But it was
crap.
so you know the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah.
He has a guy who like helps him with all his stuff called Mike Matei.
Stuff.
And Mike Matei is like the complete opposite of the Angry Video Game Nerd, which is his name is James Rolfe. James Rolfe is like one of the most wholesome, loving people on the planet. And Mike Matei is the pretty much equivalent to a fucking troll. He did a review of Minecraft. He did a review his impersonation of Inspector Gadget.
Ah.
Let me hear.
So
Ooh,
much.
Hold on. That was a super duper
I
feedback
think
machine.
I'm about to say. I think you have the Twitch open.
I did have the Twitch open.
So much was going on.
Minecraft. I also like to build brown bricks with Minecraft. It's the most fun you can possibly have. What is the point of Minecraft? Well, there really is no point. It's a sandbox game. Oh,
We
good.
calls it Minecraft
I
at the
love
beginning,
building
too.
sandcastles.
Building
No, that just means you can do
sandcastles.
anything you want, like explore, build stuff, and mess around. What kind of stuff
I'm just gonna
can
sit
you
here
build?
and watch.
I mean,
Well,
I mean,
really.
I'm
Like, there's one
games
guy
more
that
interesting
built
than
a
anything I have to
scale
say.
model
After the
Starship
episode, we can
Enterprise.
watch it. But
I love how he's
Brown
like
bricks?
Inspector Gadget.
yeah, no,
Brown
he,
bricks?
he does a really crappy Inspector Gadget like
Minecraft.
impersonation that they did for a different video. So he decided to do it again for this like review, but it's like him talking to himself, trying to be like, "Come on, Minecraft's fun," while he's also shitting on Minecraft. It's but like so like everyone kept doing brown bricks jokes to him, so he took down the video, but then somebody re-put it back up.
Brown bricks?
One of the best things ever is that somebody remixed "Feel Good" Inc. by the Gorillas.
Minecraft.
And it's just like instead of them saying "feel good," it just says "brown bricks."
Brown bricks.
It's like
brown bricks. Brown bricks. That's great.
and like the 4 pictures is like Mike Matei, Inspector Gadget, the Angry Video Game Nerd, and like Shit Pickle.
Shit.
What the hell? Who's shit pickle?
I don't know if they made it up or it was from something else.
I found it.
Oh boy.
Oh, you found
boy.
it. Oh,
Brown bricks. Brown bricks. Brown bricks.
it was so good.
Brown bricks.
You know, when
Brown
Steve
bricks.
Wozniak invented the internet, I know this is exactly what he wanted to do with it.
Yeah, Wozniak's the one who
Yep, Wozniak invented the
Is
whole
this,
internet.
is this the whole song? Is it just, or does it actually do it for like the rest of the song?
Bingo bongo. All right, how about we do this
Yeah,
before we get the video taken down?
Brown bricks.
So I know I found this out through Oni Plays because they were doing their Pokemon thing, and they were like, "Can't we just call one Pokemon Brown Bricks?" And just throughout like the entire Pokemon like other series, they just kept going Brown Bricks. I'm like, all right, where the fuck is Brown Bricks from? And I looked it up, and I've been a changed man since.
I I have seen the light and I've seen the brown
After
bricks.
this, I got to show you the whole video. It's
The brick of
dude,
brown.
Dude, the best part is best part is that he just goes, oh yeah, so what a lot of people do in Minecraft is that they'll do they'll make sprites or they'll recreate like the ship from Star Trek, all this other stuff, and he's like, that's not very creative. Seems more like a monkey see, monkey do to me. It's just like, what the fuck?
That's great.
So yeah,
It's the best. So
American cars now are brown bricks.
I mean, in all
Minecraft.
honesty, in the 70s, American cars were just brown bricks. Everything was a brown brick that was power starved because you had so many emission standards coming out that just nerfed the muscle car completely out of existence.
can we change the Trenton Makes bridge to say Trenton makes brown bricks and the world takes brown bricks?
Minecraft.
I feel like we're gonna have to make the bridge a little longer to fit all that, but we can make it
A
happen.
little bit
letters
one
to
side and the
tack
other
on.
side. I'll have
But then
different
I'm going to have to squint at it while I'm driving over those opposite bridges. I'm going to rear end somebody while I'm squinting.
Wait, we have to learn how to read.
Trenton makes, the world takes, and just in the center is brown brick. Like it's just
What
like
does Trenton even make anymore?
pork
Do they
roll.
Crime.
crime.
Pork roll.
It used to make steel, now it makes crime. Crime is our #1 export.
The secret
Graffiti.
ingredient is crime.
Yeah, so
But yes, no. I mean, the only thing I really wanted to talk about was the annual H2O meetup in Ocean City, Maryland. Happened what?
no, it's just I gave Brian a look and he gave me a look and it made me laugh.
Wow.
It had nothing to do
I was
with
gonna
you,
say I was
sorry.
itching my thigh because I didn't realize we were on camera. So
No, we
I
had a
don't know.
solid ADD moment from the LSA over there talking to the cat.
Sorry. She's so cute.
Yeah, she's all right.
Spencer, you were saying.
No, it's just the H2O event. And when I say H2O, the actual car show has been moved to Atlantic City. The event that goes down is just
sorry.
called Unofficial H2O.
I thought it
And
was H2OI.
H2OI, H2O, whatever.
It's like a big car festival, which is really cool.
Well, all
And then
really
they banned it, right? Because there was too many criminal scum.
well, see, they can't ban it because there's no
Criminal scum.
secret ingredient is crime. Yes, in the official H2O Facebook page they have, or the Facebook group, they've made that joke plenty of time. No, but this year it just seems like getting worse and worse because there's no hierarchy. Everyone just goes down at this agreed time. I'm wondering if like Ocean City Police is trying to crack down by the Facebook page because all of a sudden one of the admins was just like, just so everybody knows, we do not condone breaking the law and doing burnouts. We only have this page so we can all share these moments together. And the first thing was just conspiracies of, oh, come on now, who told you to say this? Because if you go
Sounds like this thing is like the Wild West, and I
it
fucking
is.
love it.
Oh, it is.
I
You
wanna
go
go.
down there. It's just every single law and social standard that you could think of is just out the window. You just have
Great.
people
Mad Max.
doing burnouts everywhere. People screaming. I mean, there's people that will wall off cops so there could be a burnout contest and whatnot. It's getting
Hell
insane.
yeah.
There was somebody.
yeah.
There was a girl that had a gun drawn on her by a
Oh.
cop because somebody. This was okay. I got this from the best source I can get, which was a Facebook comment under the photo. So we all know that this was definitely correct.
This happened. We can all confirm.
Factually.
Definitely.
I mean, no.
checked.
The gun being drawn happened. Somebody posted apparently that like somebody falsely reported this girl for having guns in her car. So obviously,
Just talk about these guns.
well, did you have a permit for those guns, sir? He says as he flexes his arms for our audio listeners.
No, it's
Somebody
all right.
get us a vet 'cause these pythons are sick.
I was gonna. As soon as I flexed, I got like the wah, wah sound effect going on,
Wow.
Steve, you're like the most fit one out of all of us. Shut up.
I play rugby.
and I still got the wah, wah. What does
Yeah,
it say about
what does
you?
it say about the rest
nerd?
of us? We're all fucking flabby losers.
but I can't
Wow.
tell like because when I used to go, I didn't even go down this year, but like when I used to go, it seemed like there was a good like you did a burnout and the cop was like, I'll quit it now. Like yeah, you get pulled over. and
you
whatnot.
You young whippersnappers.
Right, but like it just seems people are just going down there now just to piss each other off, like just to go down there and get rowdy, piss off cops.
Hey, bro, want to fight?
Even the sacred bananas that go down, we're
Sacred
getting
brown bricks.
Okay, so you have to. No, there were no sacred brown bricks.
say bananas?
Don't give them ideas. Why, yes, I did, sir.
BANANAS.
This is
So what you're
actually,
saying is give them ideas.
shout out to my friend Pete. What was it, 2 or 3 years ago? He was in a banana suit and he was just kind of walking around, and he had a Solo cup, and he like accidentally walked on the sidewalk with it or something, and boom, he got arrested for open container.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you can walk in the street?
No, you can't. That's
So-
why he got arrested. because he had an open he had an open container of alcohol, and he took like one step on the sidewalk. So there were just pictures floating around of some dude in a banana suit with cuffs on it. So every year there was always Saturday night there would always be the March of Bananas, where people would dress up in banana costumes to have solidarity and just walk around Ocean City, Maryland, and they would do things like, you know, when you press on the traffic light and it goes wait, like to cross, wait. So they would all just they would just sit there and be like wait, and then they would keep pressing it and be wait, and then everyone starts chanting like wait, 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 and then the light turns and they just scream, ah, and just run across the line.
Sounds like pure cancer, and I love it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Can I
It's
do
one of
that?
those things. It's one of those things where I can't even imagine like boomers going like, "Oh, the car shows have changed so much."
Back in my day.
I mean, there's a video.
It used to be about the cars.
There's a video of a
Now
mom.
it's about bananas.
Well, there's a video of a yellow Mazda RX-7 doing a wicked burnout, and then if the camera just pans to the left, there's like 5 banana costumes just bowing to it.
Oh, that's the best. I love when like the pure cancer just happens in like
it's
groups
so
like
good.
that.
Oh, it's so good. But even the bananas were getting out of hand because like.
Did you wake up this morning thinking that you're gonna say the sentence "the bananas are getting out of hand"?
The bananas are going bananas.
Sir, I leave a
Apparently
pretty
did not wake up
fascinating
thinking
life.
I was gonna hear it.
Bananas.
Now I want to go down in the monkey costume, see all of them, and just go, "This is getting bananas."
Oh my god! Please dress up like Donkey Kong and like.
And just chase
Start
after all the
grabbing them.
bananas.
Grab them and rip
I
them
mean,
open and
we
eat their
could do
innards.
Shibby Shack goes to H2O. And then
I'll go.
Just go down as Donkey Kong, see all the bananas.
unfortunately, the turd got impounded down there 3 years ago, which is why I don't go down anymore. Because $500 worth of tickets and towing expenses. What's up?
Yeah.
Turns out you cut the roof off your car, and they frown as minimal safety equipment. Don't save
you
me.
have to pull up your windshield.
Don't save me from me.
Is that really a ticket though?
It's an impoundable offense. Yeah.
That's dumb.
See,
It's
I'm
super
very
dumb.
curious to how, because like TLDR, if you ever even never heard of H2OI, it all started as like the car show itself was at a state park 20 minutes outside of Ocean City, Maryland. So naturally, people would just stay in Ocean City, drive to the park, hang out at the car show, drive back, and party at night and rinse repeat. Well, over the years, a bunch of car people hanging out in Ocean City, Maryland. Not to mention, like OCMD has just the best sort of little strip. It's called the Coastal Highway. It's a 2-lane road, or it's 2 or 3 lane road that just goes up and down. And so you just hop in your car and you just cruise up, you cruise down, you cruise up. There's traffic lights in between, but that's half the fun. You got people cheering, you got people getting rowdy and whatever. It's all a good
What if you
time.
want to go to Wawa?
What's up?
What if you want to go to Wawa?
Oh, I don't think they have a Wawa. Do they? I forget. They do
No,
have like.
Wawa is only in Pennsylvania and Jersey, I think.
The fractured prune. That's a really good donut
The
spot.
fractured. Wait, actually, I think I've been there.
It's a good donut spot.
It's a damn good
We
donut
went there.
spot. Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yeah,
They have
no,
really
Fractured
good
Print's really
donuts.
good.
I've been there
It
too,
is
but I'm
really
going to
good
be
donut
acting
stuff.
like I'm in part of your scenario. Yeah, no, but
You were there when we went on vacation with Glenn and Jess.
Yeah.
you were there. I forgot.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you were the
Who could
one that was
forget?
always in the background creeping on the rest of us.
they don't invite me to things.
That trip made me hate the song "Closer" by the Chainsmokers.
So baby,
How's the song
hold me
go?
closer in the backseat of your Rover.
So baby, hold
Because
me
there was
close.
at one point where there was at one point where Glenn's girlfriend played the song I think 3 times in the span of like a 10-minute drive. I was just like, yeah.
Hey, have you heard the
Do
song
you like
"Closer"
the
by the
song?
Chainsmokers?
It's like when it just came out too.
I mean, there could be more
remix.
remix. You couldn't just
Yeah.
put a remix on too.
Let's hear it 20 more times.
I mean, have you listened to pop radio? Because you can.
It's basically
Shots fired.
Z100 in a nutshell.
But so yeah, H2O happened, and I'm sorry. So long story short, over the years, people just started coming to Ocean City, Maryland. It was no longer just. It started off as a European car show. It no longer was any of that. It got to the point that the guy who hosted it, like, would get hit up by Ocean City police, like, you need to stop this. And he's like, every year, he's
You
like,
need
you
to stop.
motherfuckers, I host a show in Fort Whaley, the state park. Everything that happens in Ocean City is not my gig. And so he finally got to the point they said, fucking him out. Because people weren't even going to the car show. They were just staying in Ocean City for shenanigans. And he moved it to the wonderful, beautiful, tropical Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Nice.
Which I went to the first year that it was there. And I just remember walking around. They hold it at the Showboat, which is it's a casino without the casino parts.
It's just a boat.
It's just the boat, no show. No, I also dude, it was so weird walking like in because we stayed in the Showboat Hotel as well, and like walking around and seeing like this just vast open area with nothing. Like there's like it's still carpeted. There's still like all your lights.
Indents.
There's still all the lights and all the
casinos young.
of the neon lights.
Real quick,
but
we have an update to Chainsmokers Gate.
Oh no, I
just
I
said
saw
the
it. I
more
was like,
bother you, the more they played it.
What the fuck is Chainsmokers Gate? Why does everything have a gate nowadays?
Because that's the thing.
because Watergate.
Because Watergate.
Well,
man.
thank you. All right. Well, now that we're in, but what
Sorry.
is Chainsmokers Gate?
When Brian got all mad.
When
that-
Chess played just closer 3 times in a row, basically.
Ah,
I was like,
It
why
was
the
on
fuck?
purpose.
that warrants a gate. Got
It
it.
does.
Yeah, why not? Any sort of small altercation.
And
is
so
not
long,
good.
story short, if I can encompass my Ocean City ACNJ
At the
experience at the Showboat, I remember walking by the parking deck, and it was kind of funny because there was like a little spotlight shining down, and right there was a giant pile of human fecal matter. And I was just like,
Nice.
yep, gotta love Atlantic City. Although I will say,
shit.
the difference between the cops in ACNJ and OCMD, some guy did a smoky burnout in ACNJ, ran the light with a cop perpendicular to him. Cop didn't bat an eye. Cop didn't even, what? You're not stabbing someone who's doing drugs?
But
It's
yeah.
fine.
But
You're
that's-
fine.
As bad as it sounds,
yeah.
like, that's the standard down in Atlantic City. It's like
Right.
as long as you're not
Right.
like actively slinging meth to children, they're not going to care.
And Maryland in general is just such a strict place for cars. I remember as I'm pulled over watching my car get impounded, the cops like, yeah, you know, it's really funny. Like down here, you're not even legally allowed to change the wheels that come on your car. Why are we hosting
Thanks,
a car show in a
Dad.
state where it's illegal to change the wheels that come on your car?
Wait, but is that an Ocean City rule or a state rule?
That's a dumb rule, regardless.
Pretty sure it's a state rule.
How
Who
dare
the fuck knows
you.
if it's a real rule? Because I was listening to a
Right.
cop. And no, I'm dead serious. They don't.
Cops
don't
are
give a shit.
narcs,
Well,
guys.
because-
Don't listen to them.
Well, I mean,
Might be-
but actually, I wouldn't say the part about
where's
not
the
listening,
lie?
but they are narcs. They are the ones that the narcs go to narc.
Definition of a narc.
But they were just like, and I remember on the back of it, I also I took blue electrical tape and I put because dude, this was also I don't
police.
no, quite the opposite because this was
Coming
the height.
straight from the underground.
We heart pigs.
Marshmallow bacon. No, I'm just kidding.
What did it say on this blue strip?
No,
of
I
tape?
actually wrote
I bleed blue.
I wrote like
Cops are gay.
no, it was a heart symbol with OCPD and hashtag Let's All Be Friends. And one of the cops was like, "Hey man, thanks for putting that on your car as it's being towed the fuck away to the impound lot."
Wow, thanks for the shout out.
He's like arresting you into the
Here's a
back of the
ticket.
car, and he's like, "Thanks, man."
Because I remember,
he really
I mean,
thinks I'm cool.
I know
As
that's,
he's beating him with a baton.
I think I'm gonna kick him in the ribs one fewer time.
I
now.
know that sounds like a cheap way to try and get out of a ticket, and maybe it was, but like I
It clearly
genuinely
didn't work.
No, I genuinely did mean it because I was still big in the firehouse at the time, so I got to know a bunch of cops there. It just seems like at that point they're
Brothers.
still,
In hindsight, do you still mean it?
yeah, dude. I don't want anyone to be fucking mad at
Just
each
not
other.
that one.
They're getting at the point where they're impounding cars for having cambered out wheels, which is where they look like they're tilty wheels, like they got squashed, like a Hot
dumb.
Wheels that got stepped on. But
Fuck off, Rex Thrasher.
she said, we're not going to repeat that, but that's fantastic.
I thought it said Yang, like Yang Gang. Which
Yes, it
Spencer's
is.
now on
Fuck
the
the
Yang
police, Yang Gang. JK, just kidding. No,
Unless.
I genuinely. Unless
Gang.
no,
Unless.
no, I have no hard feelings or whatever. I thought it was kind of funny that I got pulled over by not just any police officer, but the collision reconstruction specialist of Ocean City, Maryland,
He made
who
that
pretty much were.
Come
They
again.
make up tickets down there 2 years
Collision-
ago. Okay, listen,
Collision reconstructive special.
the guy that shows up to a crash
I'm
scene
I'm
and
gonna go-
says, "That's how it happened."
I'm gonna
You
go
get to
down
play
there.
with Legos.
I'm gonna go down there and be like, "I'm the your mom specialist."
I'm the you blow specialist.
So like 2 years before, I may or may not have ripped an e-brake turn doing a U-turn, and so
Nice.
kicked out the rear end a little bit. Whoo, whoop, got pulled over, and I got drivings with intentions to skid.
That's a ticket.
I don't think so. I think they just make them up.
Driving with intention to like.
Why do I feel like
I
their
own that.
tickets? Why do I feel like their tickets are the name of gaps from Tony Hawk?
Listen,
skid in
I
my
own
pants.
that. I got high school tier rowdy, and I got pulled over. So like I own that. Whatever. But I just
Literally, they're like, "All right, what's the name of the gap from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2? Cool, slap that on a ticket. That's what we're gonna give to someone next."
Or maybe they just print like the list of achievements from the games.
But yeah, let's go to H2O next year.
Neat.
Neat.
Something else fun that happened recently.
China.
BT Dubs. Well, China. Well, you want to save China for last?
Okay, fine. because we don't want to get banned yet.
Yeah, we'll save it to the end. Where we
As
get
if
banned.
I didn't get us banned last week when I straight up said "fuck China."
I mean, yeah, fuck China, but something fun that the LSA and I did.
Oh,
We did something?
Yeah,
you guys got
what
food
did we do?
poisoning. I heard.
we.
Oh!
Not that, but no, we went.
Oh, not that.
Oh,
We went to go see. We saw Hamilton.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
it's right by Lawrenceville.
Oh, my life is complete.
We saw it in Philly, and it was really good.
Didn't you already know like the entire soundtrack?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was to the
Okay.
point that
Actually, no. There are three.
Well, yes, but actually no.
There were like three like little bits that aren't in the soundtrack. So I didn't know those.
Little bit.
Yeah. But no, dude, like seeing it in person was actually very different than just listening to the soundtrack.
It amazingly puts it together in a way I'd never anticipated. Like, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the recording, but they do one song where it's like they're introducing all the different like bros of Hamilton.
Bro,
Yeah, like-
they're having a bro down.
Pretty much,
And-
actually, yes.
Yeah, and they have like the little rapper like, oh, you know, I'm this person, and this is what I do, and
Is
this
that
is
his
what I
name?
want.
I'm
Lil
John
rapper.
Lawrence in a place to be. 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3.
Yeah, so
Wait,
they did
they
like
didn't
a
have
little.
that
that's
beer back
Academy
then.
Award winning
Actually,
writing.
they did.
That's
Wait, they had Sam Adams beer back in the day.
Sam Adams owned that brewery and like
Wait, they didn't just name it
sucked
after
at
him?
no.
Was Jeff
It was
Bezos-
the Adams Brewery. It was a family company.
Did Jeff
and
Bezos
he
own it?
he wait hold on. He like
but wait, there's more.
grounded that company so bad that it was like dead, and then they revitalized it years later. But instead of using his picture as the logo, they used Paul Revere's picture because Paul Revere's a stud and Sam Adams is not.
So it was
Oh, Sam Adams is a short, fat dude. So
Yeah,
any
so-
picture of
yeah.
Sam Adams' beard, it's actually Paul Revere.
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Yeah.
So you're telling me that like
put that
Sam
on table,
Adams was the OG like
yeah. It was his
that was
family's
that was like a
company.
Nike endorsement pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
some shitty brewery was like, dude, we're going into business. Let's get Sam Adams
Yes.
to sign on.
Yes.
Well,
then
it's
they paid
because
him in Nike sandals.
Sam Adams was also a hero in Boston because after the Boston Massacre, he like had the plot. I think it was the plot of land that his family owned for like graves. He bought out.
Well, he also founded the Sons of Liberty. So
Yeah, well that too. But I'm saying like there was he got like a big
And spoke
push
out
in
against
Boston
the
as well
stand back.
because everyone who died in the Boston Massacre, he donated his like family's plot of land for graves and gave it to them.
Shout out to Glenn with the #1 opinion of the night. Paul Revere cherry wheat blows.
Yes, Sam Adams.
How dare
Cheers
you,
to
sir?
that.
Fuck off! I love cherry
I'll cheers
wheat.
to that. Hell yeah, cherry wheat's
It's
terrible.
It's a hot take, and it's a great one too. Cherry
That's not a
wheat
hot
is
take. That's
worst.
just facts.
I had to choke one down because he left it in my house one time.
Tastes like pure cough syrup and it's terrible.
It was absolute cough syrup, cherry cough syrup in a beer form.
Maybe
Yuck.
I like it because you guys all hate it, but I don't know. I'm not a huge sweet beer
It's
fan. but
okay,
I like,
Spencer.
I'm not even a beer
It's
snob. but I
I
okay.
like
like cherry. Oh, then there goes laptop.
Oh.
It's okay. The beer caught it.
Clearly, your
So-
laptop likes cherry wheat and sick of your shit.
It's an
Anyway.
Yingling, actually.
So
Not
they.
sponsored yet.
So the musical was really,
Wait, I
really
wasn't done with my point.
She wasn't with her point.
welcome to the show.
So Hamilton.
Hamilton.
The one song is like his bros like rapping, and then Hamilton comes in at the very end and kind of disses Burr. So they're like, "Who's this kid? What's he gonna do?" And then the song changes, and now when you're listening to the recording, it's just like they're very standalone, but it like flows into his little rap battle at them. He so they each had their turn, and now this is Hamilton's turn. So he's actually singing to them. Whereas when you're listening to it, you just think, "Oh, Hamilton's just talking
The
to
title
himself."
changed and
type.
it's just like the next
No
thing.
way.
Yeah.
But but it helped me more realize that
Aaron Burr gets shot.
No, Aaron Burr doesn't get shot.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert in your history class. Sorry, I spoiled your history lesson tomorrow.
And who kills Lincoln?
Your mom.
Whoa.
But no, one thing
Lincoln gave your mom his log.
one thing that
Snape
helped me
kills
notice.
Dumbledore?
One thing that helped me notice about that was you don't really realize when you're listening to just the recording that Hamilton's wife Eliza fucking hates him for the majority of that thing.
Really?
Yeah.
A loveless marriage.
Like the beginning is just like, oh my God, he's perfect. I love him. I can't wait to marry him. We get married. And then everything after that is, God damn it, my husband sucks and I fucking hate
He
him.
keeps leaving me for America.
He keeps leaving me for war. Okay, he's back from war. Hey, we have a son. Okay, we're going on vacation. Okay, you're staying. Or no, you have to leave to go serve for the country, serve for government. Okay, come with me on vacation. You didn't say we on vacation. Okay, you cheated on me. I don't want to be with you. Our son's dead.
You killed
Okay, I'll
him.
be
You
with
allowed
you.
him to die.
Hey,
Our
come back to bed.
son's dead.
Okay, you're gonna go to a duel. Okay, you're dead. I'm gonna be alone for the
Okay.
next 50 years. Bye. It's just
Yeah.
like. And like you don't really, when you're listening to it, you don't really realize it, but the
Right.
majority of the place
Right.
is just like, stop being a fucking idiot.
You know what I think it is too? When you think musical,
Rough.
you think like singing and then there's dialogue in between the songs. But in Hamilton, it's literally just the songs. Like that is the
there's no-
So it's
entire
just
dialogue.
one giant rap battle, or like one giant rap song.
Well,
Not everything's a rap song. Some stuff's just regular, but the majority of it is rap
Right.
songs. They do have an actual rap battle. They
oh, it's
do.
incredible.
Spencer's so enthralled by this.
Rap battles of history.
No, because it doesn't pertain to Spencer's interest, so he's going to sit there and be mopey about it until we talk about
Fucking
cars
mopey.
again.
Enjoy your moment.
But I do love some of this stuff. Like they kind of break out of what's historically accurate. Like the one song where the king is singing. Afterward, he's
don't
like
think the
still
king-
there.
What,
Saying-
you mean the king didn't come to America to sing a song
No,
about
no,
how
no.
we left Britain?
I don't think that's
Okay.
how it happened.
I remember that part. They were in the square, and then King George came all by himself and did a whole song, and everyone sat there and watched.
America, fuck you, piece of shit. We hate you. Britain
But-
says, eat a dick.
No, but like they have that theme. But then the king is there and he's doing this song, and then afterward he stays for the Hamilton, like freaking out, and he's watching and he's like, oh my god, like what is going on here?
yeah. The
That's
Hamilton.
fantastic.
So it's like when Hamilton writes that he had the affair, because he's like, well,
I banged this thought.
because the rumors were going out that he was having
10
an
out of 10.
affair,
Wins
and he
Grammy.
was like, well, originally they were trying to pin him for embezzling money, and then he's like, I'm not embezzling money. I had an affair and had to pay off the husband.
Bitch.
And they were like, whoa, okay. And then some rumors went out, and he's like, who fucking told the rumors about my affair? You know what? I'll write my affair in the thing to prove that I didn't embezzle any money. And they're like, dude, don't do that. And he's like, nah, I got this.
That's
Writes it
amazing.
out, publishes it, and then everyone's like, you're a fucking idiot.
That's actually
And then he's just
amazing.
like, yeah, but I didn't embezzel any money.
and I love how when he's saying it, like
But I didn't do what you
Washington's
said.
there and he's just shaking his head like, what the fuck, man? Like, son.
Could you imagine someone coming to be like, dude, they're on to you. They finally know about the embezzling. Embezzling? Pfft, I only slept with that chick over there.
And this
That's
was
fine.
and this was back in the day where it's like sleeping with somebody else was like a big no-no.
I mean, it's still kind of a big no-no.
No,
It's 2019.
Dude,
Just saying.
not
Polyamorous.
really.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who end up
Well,
just cheating on their
Yes,
wives, and everyone's
it's-
just like,
it's not
whatever.
great.
Back
not
then,
great, but-
it wasn't something you talked about.
So basically, in his mind, he's like, oh, wait, I didn't do that. I did something way worse. Let's expose that instead.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Because he's like, yeah, but I didn't embezzle any
because
money.
he didn't want to soil his political honor.
Yeah, man, I didn't steal that pack
his
of gum. I
marital
just shot
honor,
that guy.
though.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
baseless
logic.
rumor of him embezzling money because they were pissed at him, and he was like, nah, but I'm paying off a dude for fucking his wife. It's just like, whoa, okay, dude. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to put it out so nobody could say that, so nobody could put it up before me. And he's like, take that, bitches. And they're like, cool, so you just fucked yourself over. But they're singing the song about how he pretty much just, he's never going to be president now because he fucked himself over. And you see King George just like taunting him as they're doing it. So it's like
He's
the three of
sitting
them.
too, right? He's like,
It's like the three of them are like throwing up his pamphlets around him because it's supposed to be like his world's crashing down around him. And you see King George just come out of nowhere and he's like, fuck you.
and like he's in his big robe and his crown. He's just like
That's actually
with his
amazing.
little scepter. Like,
Because they're just dancing around him, telling him that he's
One of the
just
first
fucked up.
recorded eat shit dances of all time.
fantastic. Yeah, it was fantastic.
See, but then it makes me wish that it was just like back in the day. They
Yeah,
just
that's
rapped
how it
at
was.
each other.
and just like the king comes around dancing.
Oh, it's fucking great.
Last thing about Hamilton, before I guess we move on. The Philly version, the tour, it's different than New York, obviously.
It's way better because it's in the birthplace of liberty.
It definitely was yes.
Philly.
And it was easier to get there than New York. But
Everything is
The-
legal in New Jersey.
the casting of George Washington was different than the original because Chris Jackson has an amazing voice. But this, I don't even know his name, but he was an older gentleman.
He had real wooden teeth.
No, but it was
Suck
just
my wooden dick.
it was just amazing to see
Made
an
out of wood?
older.
Want to find out?
I'm sorry, hold on. Can we just pause 1 second? You say your dick's made out of wood?
It's prosthetic.
Fucking weirdo.
Don't be an ableist.
So the
have
casting
a
of George
problem.
Washington.
Washington was really good.
Dick.
He was kind of older than the rest of the cast.
Big dick.
So it was a nice additional element to his perspective because the whole point of his role in the Hamilton musical is this idea that he's kind of like the wise advisor to Hamilton. Like he knows what he's been through because he knows how to guide Hamilton during the American Revolution.
An advisor of sorts.
Now the real question is, if you had a wooden dick, would you use branches for the veins? Are you?
George Washington
camera.
had experience in the French and Indian War in which he made wrong decisions. So it was just cool to see like this older guy being like, listen, I know what you're going through and I can help you.
That's why I feel like Ben Franklin would have been like the chillest bro of them all because
Yeah.
he's just old as fuck.
Ben Franklin was
and
a chill bro. He partied all the time.
Think about it
and
though,
got
like
drunk. He
was-
fell asleep during the Constitutional Convention because he
My
was so
God.
old.
Yeah, no, like he's so chill, inventing all the things.
The Star Spangled
and he's just
Bantam was
old.
originally Star Spangled Anthem
Star
was
Spangled
originally a
Bantam.
drunk song. What?
A Trump song.
Yeah, a trunk at my El Camino. Jokes on you, doesn't have a trunk, it's a you.
But no, the casting of Washington was really good because he was also much bigger than everyone else, which is something true about Washington. He was a big dude.
All right,
Most okayest brings up a great point.
I'm about to say, we got big brain thoughts here.
Wooden dick is not good for one reason.
Splinters.
I mean, when
you
you
gotta
only
sand
live,
it.
when
you
you
gotta
only
sand it.
when you only live to the age of 25, I mean,
I'll
you
let
just
you
gotta work
sand
with
it.
what you got anyway.
25? What are you talking about? The colonies?
Yeah.
No, they lived longer than their counterparts in
13
Great Britain.
colonies.
They lived till like they were 70, 80. It was a healthier place to live.
Yeah.
Eliza lived till
Do
she
you
was like
know
90.
the smog that was back there? Have you seen Sweeney Todd?
I shat in the streets.
They were actually,
People actually
in
did shit in the streets.
No, not in the colonies.
London,
really.
No, I'm talking about London. London was
Oh,
an
yeah.
absolute pit.
Yeah,
Still is,
The
but
They
people
lived till at
living,
least 26.
the
Ripe
people-
old age of 26.
The people
I'd
living in
be
the
dead already.
colonies, they on average were an
this
inch
year.
taller than their counterparts in
Nice.
England.
And you know what they say about taller?
They had
Bigger
bigger
wooden
wooden
dicks.
dicks.
Socks. Oh.
Bigger.
Oh.
No splinters here.
Nuh-uh, we go smooth bore.
Dude, you would never need Viagra. You'd be hard all the time.
Ripe old age of 26.
Do you
Oh,
have to
dear.
call your doctor after 6 hours if your wooden dick doesn't?
After 26 years.
If your wooden,
If you have an erection for more than
Dude, you'd be
26
bored
years,
with a huge slung. It's like, don't worry, you'll grow into it.
Oh dear.
dude, when you're little, it's just a kickstand. It's great.
Oh, and we went to a hot dog place before the show.
and that's where the
Have
food
you had
poisoning
wooden
came
hot dogs? No.
from. Have you had wooden hot dogs? Any splinters there?
They were $10 dinners. It was really
Big
good.
wiener.
It was Destination Dog. There's one in
Yeah.
New Brunswick.
Yeah, there was
Nice.
like you got like a little appetizer. Like Brian got the little mac and cheese. I got like little potatoes,
That I
almost like
didn't
the
eat.
Taco Bell has.
So,
Because
a hot dog and then a little
You
dessert.
waste of wood.
and was it good?
well, no,
was
we
really
didn't eat
good.
that much because we
Now-
had to go to the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to be upset with Brian here because he shits on me for eating Sonic, the Coney dog. But
Ew.
you just literally talked about eating human garbage, no offense, in hot
Did
dog
you just
form.
call LSA human garbage? That's rude.
When did
No,
I
it's
ever
like hot
crap on you
dogs.
for eating hot dogs at Sonic?
It may have been Justin.
I love Sonic.
Okay.
Yeah, we like Sonic.
I take it back.
We love crap food.
Sonic is garbage.
I'm just
we
used to my
love good
friends hating
food
me for
and
my
we love
garbage
crap
food.
food. Like
Son-
I've been crash dieting the past week, and all I've been talking about is how we're gonna get cheesy bread when it's done.
Crash dieting.
Like I'm eating like
you turn on Crash
nothing.
Bandicoot.
Ooh. that's a good
Sonic
game.
is not the only thing Sonic is good for is for shitty car meets, which really just ends up
Tater
looking like a mall
tots.
parking lot.
Now, let's be real. Sonic, it's just a spectacle. The food is subpar. The service sucks.
But
Dude,
tater
your
Let's
tots.
be
car.
real here. Sonic wasn't good as soon as it became 3D.
Well, that's the end of the show.
Also,
I didn't learn anything.
I don't think I got food poisoning. I think I actually had a stomach bug. So Destination Dogs, you're still on my list.
tomato. I still kind of want to
A
go and
place
get a
to go.
gourmet hot dog.
Let's go.
They don't roller skate to your car anymore.
No,
Yeah,
get
that's
your
the
fat
bullshit.
ass out of the car
They
and
literally
get
just be like,
fucking food.
Here you go.
No, but it's the whole point. There's, like I go there
The hot
because they.
sluts on rollerblades.
You don't advertise the fact that they roll out to your car and then it's like, why don't you get out and go? Because that's the fucking advertisement, okay?
Well, someone got ran over and they don't have liability, so fuck you, get out of your car.
Wait, really?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't like Sonic that
Just
much.
imagine someone rollerblading out to a car and they get splattered and the Sonic goes
listen,
everywhere.
man.
And the person's like, oh my God, my
I get-
Coney dog.
Can I
Spencer
get
was
some
more of a
cheese?
Super Nintendo kid.
Can I get some cheesy fries? Mine have blood in them.
Oh, wait, there's a dead guy in my soup.
Waiter, there's a dead guy in my soup. All right, so quickly before we wrap up the show, Steve.
China. We're just
I was
talking
gonna
about
say, Steve, do you want to bring up
China?
Well, I was gonna wait for Trump to say it, but I guess we're just all gonna.
Froze.
Great, everything's
not really.
fucking ruined.
Not really. I mean, it kind of works.
China now. China. You know, China. I know China very well. China.
It's my favorite.
It's just literally the 3 hour.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about China
His
real
entire
quick.
presidency is worth it because of that. There you go. I said
so-
it. Dox me.
So
I agree.
I
The
think
content is worth it.
Blizzard and LeBron James are in a race
Wait,
right
what's
now.
Blizzard?
Okay.
Blizzard
This
is
one's
a
really
game
cold
company.
outside and snows.
I actually really
okay.
want to know about this because update
Blizzard-
on ChinaGate. Yes,
Blizzard
it's a gate.
and LeBron James are in a race to see who can
Be the shittiest human being
who could just
alive.
like fuck themselves over quicker. Because it all started. This whole thing started with Blizzard taking away. All right, so there was a Hearthstone tournament,
It's a card game.
which is a card game, and it was one of the people
Nerds play
was from Hong Kong, and during the finals he won, and then he said like liberate Hong Kong, like freedom for the people.
Basically showing support for
Yes.
Hong Kongians.
Yes, and then as he said that, like he had a gas mask on, and then pulled it off to say that. The announcers like hit under the table as soon as he said that.
Did they really?
And then they went to a ad.
they
to kinda-
shit themselves.
They noped the fuck out of there.
that an
And so
MXC
what
impression?
Blizzard did, Blizzard banned the winner for a year, took his prize winnings, and then fired the announcers.
But you
What?
forgot the part where he says they take
what did
pride.
the announcers do?
We're getting there. Don't worry.
What
We're
did the
getting
announcers do? They hid. They hid under the table.
there. It's so. I will get there.
I want justice for them.
So that's what originally happened, and everyone was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And then Blizzard was like, "Listen, it says in our policies here that nobody's allowed to make political statements during our
China.
doing our things here." And so he went against our terms of service or whatever the rules, and that's why all this stuff happened. And people are like, "Yeah, no, this is a human rights thing. It's not a political move to be like, hey, I'm all for human rights. That's not a political statement. That's human rights."
Damn liberals are trying to draw lines in the sand.
How dare they think people have
But
rights?
then, so Blizzard was like, "We'll shoot ourselves in the foot and do this." Yeah. And then LeBron James was like, "Hold on, I'll one up you here." So
Well, it was kind of the entire NBA at first, and now it's just
it was
LeBron.
the Rockets GM tweeted out support for Hong Kong.
So,
And-
classy move.
Well, here's the problem: the Rockets are the biggest team in China. So
Is that a Yao Ming joke?
no,
Because he was tall.
That's a legitimate. The Houston.
Well, he's the
Rockets-
reason why they're big.
Probably. So he tweeted out support for Hong Kong, and then he deleted it because I'm sure Adam Silver was like, "Hey,
They're all butthurt.
why don't we?
Profit margins.
Literally, though, that was
Why
it.
don't we don't do that?"
Like,
and
but
then
China money, though.
so then he deleted it, and then China kind of was like, "Cool, fuck you guys." And then James Harding, who is the star player for the Rockets, came out and was like,
We love
We
China.
love China.
XD.
China's great. Blah 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 blah."
I've
Like,
never seen a more beautiful combination of communism and capitalism working together.
China.
pretty much. So then a little bit later, LeBron James was like,
Fuck you, Karl Marx.
Says-
But you didn't predict that one.
LeBron James in an interview was
Even though
like,
he did all of that, actually.
yeah, the Rockets GM. I don't think he was educated well enough on the situation to really comment on it.
Yeah.
So, I think he was in the wrong there. And then everyone was like, LeBron, are you fucking kidding me? Same, LeBron James, also the person who came out against Trump, might I add, and told Trump to, like, back off of, like,
It's like he was virtue signaling.
Well, that's kind of the ironies. Like,
he
a lot
can't-
of the people that are like pro-China are the same people that are like Trump is literally Hitler.
he was one of those
But
people that was
China's
like,
okay.
Well, in
He
their
was-
defense, Hitler was a fascist, not a communist. So there you go.
So like
Damn
he
you facts.
he came out against Trump to say like,
care about your feeling.
you're a racist against all these rights for the people and whatnot and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that's fine. Like I respect his opinion there. That's fine. But then you're also gonna come out and tell me that China's great.
Yeah.
China has
What
literal
if-
camps
Hear
where
me
they're
out.
holding people in.
What if we just made China great again?
It can be done.
Maca.
What if China?
Make China.
We'll just build a
What
wall
if
to
China
keep
wasn't run by Winnie the
GA?
Pooh?
We'll just build a wall to keep those goddamn Mongolians out.
No, they're gonna build a wall to keep Tigger from getting in there because
They already
Winnie the
built
Pooh.
a wall.
That's true.
They're gonna China Wall 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Hey, LSA. Steve gets the joke. Thank you, Steve.
What?
That was the
They already
joke.
built the wall.
Yes.
Well, they're gonna build another wall
Wall
with
2.
blackjack and hookers.
So
I forget the whole thing.
So what? So the issue
Wall
was that.
2.
So then LeBron James also tried to LeBron James also tried to follow it up by saying that
If the wall was so good, why isn't there a wall 2?
That's what Trump's trying to do.
Yeah, LeBron's trying to one up his own.
He tried to
dumb
one up
fuckery.
his own dumb comment by telling everyone that they don't know what they're talking about.
No, you.
You're right. My eyes are lying to me when I see all those videos of the protesters getting straight up shot
Yeah.
by the police.
He hit them with
And
the
then-
no you.
So then Blizzard.
Winnie the Pooh.
So then Blizzard decides to then give the money back to the guy who won. And
We're
half,
sorry.
half his
Sorry.
sentence to only 6 months. ban.
His sentence.
His sentence 6
Here's your
months
money,
banned.
and you only get a 6 month.
So they
ban.
were like, yeah, we'll do that because maybe we were a little harsh out of the gate, but we stand by our decision. And then Blizzard just banned a college team for doing a pro Hong Kong sign.
Really. And also, I heard you
Recently.
can't deactivate your Blizzard account. They made
Yeah,
it
no.
almost
They said that in
impossible.
the,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it sounds-
like-
isn't that illegal? How can you not? It sounds like embezzlement.
it does.
I don't know law terms.
Oh
but it
yeah,
sounds like
Rex
embezzlement.
pointed this out. He said Blizzard requires you to submit a government-issued ID to cancel your account. Are you?
I would not
fucking
want to.
serious?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, no.
Talk about
No, I don't
hoops
give out
to
my
jump
ID
through.
to companies.
Zuckerberg made me submit my ID to Facebook after my third name change.
Yeah, no.
You're not spet.
No, I'm
sir.
not. I'm not
no,
giving
and I'm
away
not
my
spend
identity.
sir anymore.
No, but
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so Blizzard's kind of. But the thing is also, BlizzCon's in a few weeks.
it's gonna be a
BlizzCon.
shit.
Fun.
I have
Ooh,
a
that's gonna be
question.
fun.
BlizzCon is going to be a
shit
shit
show.
show.
Oh,
How many
go.
Winnie the
Where is
Poohs?
it?
It's all sold out.
How many Winnie the Poohs
So
are we
what?
gonna
Sneak
see?
in.
How many Winnie the Poohs are we gonna see?
Oh, I hope we
lot.
see all of them. I hope we see
Did
all of them.
anything else happen with the announcers?
Yeah, did they get their jobs back?
Because
All they did was hide.
I didn't see anything about the announcers. That was my biggest thing. Was like, the announcers got fucked in this. They
Justice
didn't
for
do
announcers.
anything. Which I think Blizzard tried to say they were in on it because they hid. They hid while he was saying it to be like, oh, we're not in it. And I'm like, no, shit's going down. No, actually, no. Blizzard said they didn't do anything to stop it, and that's why they got fired.
But they're announcers, not bouncers.
Also, they're not in the same room as the guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they gonna do?
Can you just imagine an announcer?
Hey, man,
being,
shut up.
Hey, stop it! Hey, stop it!
You're gonna get us fired. Quit it.
Shut up!
Stop.
That'll look way better. Look
See,
way better.
I find it hilarious that for this thing they get fired for not stopping someone who's not in the same room as them.
How dare they?
And yet there was for the Super Smash Brothers Melee stream, they were taking donations, and one guy reads like I forgot what it was, but he read like one of those fake names that is clearly trying to do like.
and
It was I forgot what name it was, but it was like something, and the guy's like, "Really? You're gonna fold for the oldest trick in the book?" And the guy's giving him shit, and he's like, "I'm sorry." And the guy goes, "God, let me show you how it's done." Very next name, he goes, "All right, thank you for the donation, Jenna Tolls." And I remember because the guy's giving him shit, reads the very next thing, and the guy looking down just goes, "Did you really just read that?" And he goes, "Oh, damn." It was the best back and forth. He craps on him for reading a joke name and then immediately reads a joke one
Why
right
does everyone
after.
get so butthurt over the joke names? I find them hilarious.
They're great.
Because they're family streams and they're not like.
Fuck their families.
Well, do these families not have genitals?
But I think it's like they're lenient, so they're
Jen
like nothing happened
Itals.
out of it. They were just like, "Oh man, I can't believe I did that." Like they didn't get fired.
Long Rod von Hugendong to be frowned upon.
Mike Oxbig.
Mike Hunt.
My God.
No donations from
Ben
Mike
Dover.
Hunt.
Seymour Butts.
Haywood Jablomi.
Oh dear.
Can you imagine being the person that submits a fake name, just waiting like
Me.
I can't wait for
That's
that.
been me
That
plenty
was
of
me.
times in my life.
That was me in high
actually.
school. We wrote Ben Dover down. We were doing the presidential. We did the presidential fitness exam, And we had to, but for some reason, he has all of our names on an attendance sheet, but asked us to write it down. So, of course, one of us writes down bend over on the fucking thing. And then he calls us in and sits us all down. He's like, I know sometimes, it might be funny to put down a fake name, but, this is a government-issued presidential fitness exam, and we got to give this to some
come on, George
important
Bush would have
people.
found that hilarious. Come on now.
It's like, we got to give this to some important
Bend
people.
over.
And then
Exactly.
so someone just goes, but what was the name on there? He goes, I'm not going to read it. And he goes, no, but we didn't do anything. He goes, all right, somebody here wrote bend over, and we all fucking lost it. He's like, this is not funny.
Oh, dude, I think the best one. So my those liquid chalk pens that a lot of people would do, like for graduating class or this, that, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My friend had a liquid chalk pen, and he had a cup of coffee that day, which apparently has him think like he's on crack cocaine. And he went out to my other friend's car and just drew liquid chalk dicks all over the car.
Nice.
To the point that he got called in. The friend who got it done thought it was hilarious. One of the police officers that worked in the school tried to get him in trouble for it, but she couldn't because it's not his car, and it was technically done on a public road because it was side parking. But either way, we had an auto shop, and in order to get the auto shop, you have to drive by the lunchroom, which is just nothing but glass pane windows. And so I'm just eating my lunch, and all of a sudden you see this dickmobile just drive by to go get a car wash. It was the best.
Dickmobile.
I don't think I've ever heard the lunchroom laugh so hard. It was so
I just
good.
love the Dickmobile.
It's so great. This little fucking Chevy Tracker with dicks drawn all over it.
I don't know.
Quickly to the
that,
Dickmobile.
That just reminds me of the Scrubs bit where
Where they had the Dickmobile?
no, where they're in the cafeteria and I forgot who was saying it, but they're like, Sacred Heart, you get to
More like
work with
Sacred
you
Fart.
get to work with some of the finest doctors in all the country. And you see the Todd just run by and he's like, make a room. I gotta do a doozy in the toozy. He's like holding his butt as he's running by.
There was one where what's it called? The head guy was just like, Sacred Fart. Who did that? It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was when they did the banner, and Dr. Kelso looks up and he goes, we here, we take our job seriously at Sacred Fart.
And he's like, we will not
Kelso.
condone vandalism here at Sacred Heart. And looks at Turkey's like, I thought the sign was hilarious. Fucking love Scrubs, dude. It's such a good show.
So yeah, TLDR, China bad.
Yeah, and then South Park made an episode to get banned in China.
Oh,
got
literally
banned,
called
and then
banned
got
in
banned
China.
in China.
Almost instantly.
The meme is
And
alive.
then they made a fake apology saying that just like the NBA and Blizzard, they welcome their Chinese overlords to censor them.
I love them.
Oh,
I love
update
them.
from Glenn. The two announcers that got fired also got 6-month bans. So I guess being
Wait, what?
unfired is good, but why did they get a ban? What did they do?
Well, you can think about what you did.
Wait, how are you unfired but still banned?
They said
Because
JK,
fired means you're done. Like you're
JK,
gone.
you're
so
not
like
fired yet.
suspended.
So instead, they're now suspended for 6 months, which is
Raw
also
ban.
bullshit
That's a
because
long time
they
to
didn't
be
fucking
suspended.
do anything.
They hid.
Which also that was the problem Blizzard had. They didn't do anything unless the guy was fucking Stretch Armstrong and could reach to the guys wherever he was playing and
You should have
slap
just pulled
him.
a gun and shot him. That would have shut him up
Shoot
real
his little
quick.
square in
I
the
am
fucking
the
OBS
entertainment.
window they had.
Alt F4 his OBS.
Delete his System 32 from
Delete
their
him.
computer.
Delete him entirely.
So I think it'd be about that time. What you all learned today?
Oh wait, hold on. Let me give you the update on the poll.
Oh, let's hear how wrong
Oh,
Brian
yeah.
is on El
So,
Camino.
Our average rating is a 3.33 repeating out
Out
of
of-
5.
Repeating, of course.
Out of 5.
How many people voted?
3.
Really?
Okay, that's still a 67%.
Dude, that's 3 more than I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna vote. Right on.
There we go.
Yeah, so
Shattering
we'll keep
expectations.
the poll open there for you. So that's on Facebook under Shibby Shack, and we'll
come back
revisit
next
that.
week.
to
And you
see-
hear it first. It gets a full 3.
Out of 5.
Literally, that was a Leroy Jenkins reference that she didn't even know she just made.
Leroy!
What's the what's the probability of winning here? 33.33. Repeating, of course.
Repeating, of course.
I don't think I said of course.
Of course.
I know, but you said 3.33.
Anywho, Brick, what
It
did
just
you learn
reminded
today?
me of.
Brown
That's a
brick.
math
Today-
thing. That's not a quote.
Never mind.
Today,
Never mind.
I learned that there is a banana army just waiting to be summoned down in Maryland
Oh, yeah.
at
that was my
H2O.
thing.
All the potassium.
I just think
'Kay.
that that's honestly really, really cool. So
It's great.
The bananas.
The March of Bananas. Brian?
March of the Nanners.
March.
I realized that Ocean City's got some stupid ass car laws.
Stupid ass car law.
Oh, yeah.
They have some stupid ass laws. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, like one of the laws was dumb, absolutely banal.
I also realized that
I was gonna say bananas.
while I will not criticize Steve's food taste, his movie tastes are terrible.
You know what? You're wrong, and it's not just the Iron Giant
Not
over
getting
here.
into that. Not getting into that.
I'm not getting into how wrong you are about the Iron Giant's animation, but
I
El Camino-
learned that people get
It's a great
outraged
movie.
over things that I thought we all knew were just common issues, like China being bad, people buying their
bad.
children into colleges,
China not
and
bad.
stuff like I don't know. I never thought when all that shit came out, I was like, is this is groundbreaking? I thought we all just knew this.
Well, it's because anyone who has getting money from China are just like, no, China's
get
great.
money from China, China good.
We love China. Orange man bad, China good.
There you go.
Orange China chicken though, good.
LSA, what you learned?
I learned that I probably don't want to work for Blizzard if that's their company policy.
Neither do the people who work for Blizzard.
Yeah, they
See, I
did
heard
walk
through the
out.
grapevine.
They all did a walkout.
I heard through grapevine that they were going to hire you, but now you said that. Mm.
Good.
Blizzard's watching this podcast
Those are
like,
just unsubscribed.
I
Darn.
will work for you
We
for
all have a
$1
6-month
million
ban.
and no penny less.
I'm
China
gonna
just
continue
unsubscribed.
I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue my Blizzard ban by not playing World of Warcraft ever.
Yeah.
Woo.
No more WoW Classic.
No more WoW ever for me.
Damn.
which stinks because Junkenstein's Revenge came out, and I'm like, I really want to play.
Oh, is it back out again? I kind of want to play.
I kind of want to play Junkenstein's
Maybe
Revenge.
we should play Overwatch just a little bit.
I mean, we could play it. We just won't buy anything.
Yeah, that's true. No more loot boxes. Technically, I didn't even buy the game in the first place. You gifted it to me.
I did gift you Overwatch.
Which was a great gifting. I love playing Overwatch. Let's play
But
it more.
you know what? I actually, when you get home, you want to play some.
I kind of want to play a little Overwatch.
You want to play? You want
Let's
to play?
just-
You want to
but-
play a little Junkenstein's Revenge?
But we need to promise to not give them any more of our money.
No, I'm done.
Oh, Blizzard,
I'm done
you're
giving them
done.
money.
Blizzard, you're cut off. You're done.
You are.
Okay, you're dead.
Are there ads on Overwatch where they would make money from you guys just
Hopefully
playing?
not. Spencer,
No.
what did you learn
There's no
today?
ads on Overwatch.
I learned that people get outraged over things that I thought were all common knowledge.
Like about how good El Camino is. I know, right?
El
How
Camino,
crazy.
how great China is, how nothing's wrong with communism. I thought this was all common knowledge.
You know what?
Cleansing
I'm not going to
Overwatch.
lie. I've been a huge
I'm gonna turn off my
capitalist
mic.
my
I'm gonna
whole
go over
life,
there.
But this is kind of making me regret it a little bit because I'm seeing how people are beholden to the almighty dollar more than just, basic human rights.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying I'm being a little disillusioned here because I've always been a huge capitalist and thinking that, the free market will always make the right decision. And now I'm like, wow,
There's no sort of structure.
LeBron's being a total douche.
there's no governmental structure that will ever be able to fight human greed at the end of the day.
Hold on, Brian, you ran away without
But,
plugging all our socials. And now we have to freeball it because we don't really know.
Oh,
Well, we kind of do know.
First off,
Podbean.
honestly, wait. October 18th, Stone Pony.
That's coming
Be
up in
there.
2
That
days.
is this Friday. Oh wow, it is 2 days.
So if you're listening to this on the podcast, this is coming up
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Friday. Oh,
I'm
But yes,
still down
the
to
Super
come to
Thrash
this.
Brothers are coming, or will be at the Stone Pony this Friday. Be there. They're the ones that did the intro music. They do metal covers, video game music, and
The pre-stream music.
the music
Not
that
the
you've heard
intro
up
music,
until
but
this
the
point,
pre-stream.
besides the intro song.
And they're just all around really cool dudes that we enjoyed having on. They were on a few episodes ago, so if you missed that episode, be sure to check it out.
I think it was what
in
47.
the previous
Either way,
podcast.
Yeah, you can find it.
No, it was like 72,
70.
71. Just go look. Their name's in the title. Go look. Oh,
Ooh,
and The
Rex
Pick of
Fracture.
Destiny, great movie. Tenacious D.O., I'm super glad they're back.
But you can find us on shit.
Well, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv
TV
/shibby
Shibby
underscore shack, which if
yes.
you're watching the live stream right now, you can see us waving at you and Spencer making obscene gestures. Oh, wait, that's me. Brian ran away. No, and he came back.
Uh-oh.
He's
yelling.
yelling.
Okay, so all the socials you can find us on. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Shibby Shack Official. I believe Twitter is.
Guess we weren't doing a good enough job of it.
Shibby.
I was having
just
fun.
Type in Shibby Shack in Google. You can find the most of us on there. I'm just
Yeah,
doing the
I'll pull it
socials. You
up.
can do whatever you want afterwards.
I want to
For our podcast, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, any podcasting platform. We're
For
pretty
travel
much,
information,
we're pretty
go to
much
China.
on
it's
it.
Go.
at the Shibby _ shack on Twitter.
The Shibby _ Shack on Twitter. If you found us on Twitch here, you're ready, way to go. If you're listening to the recording, we stream Wednesdays around 8 p.m. Follow us on socials for the exact times.
Oh, and I took over email because I'm now the HR department. So that's Shibby
is.
Shibby Shack
Oh yeah,
official
she's also
at
our HR
gmail.com.
department. So if you have any HR complaints, you could send them to her,
Grievances,
and
yeah.
she won't read them.
Real quick shout out to Nia the Tactical Unicorn, our most recent sub. Shout out.
Oh, what's up, Nia?
They subbed during Mass Effect Monday, so
did.
shout out to
What's
her.
up,
She's
Mass Effect
great.
Monday?
Did she comment on? Did she back
She
in?
said
Just
Shibs.
shout out Shibs and hey.
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 She was following on Mass Effect Mondays, which is
Love ya.
replaced Pokemon Days.
Mass
Yeah,
Effect
which replaced
Mondays.
Pokemon Days until Sword and Shield comes out.
And
Which
Fable
is-
Tuesdays has still been going
All
strong.
right, socials. I need to pee. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
Socials.
Socials. So just type in Shibby Shack Google, where pretty much everything's right there. What else was there to do? Oh yeah, shout out to DJ Quads for our intro and outro music.
Love them.
Shout outs to
Jams. Jam.
He hasn't given us any jam in a while, but shout out to the Full Slice podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not telling me how to live my life. I'll pee when I want to pee.
Guy, those,
I'll piss
those
my
guys
pants
are
right
great.
now. You know,
Kyle,
I'll piss my pants. Watch
Get
me.
out.
I'll piss my
Get
pants
out.
right now.
Get out.
Spencer, hurry it up! I gotta go pee.
Before he
Also,
pees,
Spencer, I'm gonna delay it longer.
I got.
Well, now they told me to do the thing. I don't want to do it.
Okay. Shout out to the Full Size Podcast. Those guys, Kyle and Tyler, they're great. They give us hot sauce. They give us jams. Go support them when you can. Shout out to Super Thrash Brothers. They gave us the songs for at the doing before stream. Usually we'll probably keep that going. For one final time, we have the LSA.
Hello.
We
Goodbye.
have Spencer.
I remind her of her 5-year-old son. Fantastic. I'm gonna shit on the floor.
Bye.
We have Steve and we have
You
me.
shit on the
I'm
floor.
Brian. See you guys later.
Bye.
Boy, wow.
I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you, love you. I'd like to love you, if I may. I'd like to love you, love you.
Get my mind out of those memories. Now time to tell them don't take my tree. Still music keeps on turning me from the words that hurt my soul, removing doubts from my mind. Fade away, finding ways through the favorite tune, play today with my eyes closed. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer, they slowly fade away, finding ways through the favorite tune, filling me with those sounds. that you gave it to me. I had a way to tell you to walk away. Still sorrow keeps on tying me, but my soul wants to get free. Let my heart loose from my chain. Those long days passing by from the door, like frail snow, they slowly disappear. Finding ways through the favorite fox caught me. Implode, please. Those long days passing by from the door, like frail snow, they slowly disappear. Finding ways through the favorite friends, filling me with warm embrace. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer, they slowly fade away. Finding ways through the favorite tune, play today with my